Well, if it wasn't Hull Fair weather yesterday here at Walton Street, then it's definitely Hull Fair weather today. It's been absolutely throwing it down all day, blowing a gale, horrible, horrible grey skies. But we're back on Walton Street for day 3 of the pull-on and build of Hull Fair 2025. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Walton Street Car Park, the site of Hull Fair 2025. It is now the 3rd of October, 7 days to go until Hull Fair opening night. So this is the 3rd pull on and build video that I have done in this series, and take a look at the giant wheel. That is unbelievable. They've literally finished it. We came yesterday, we was here yesterday, literally just over 24 hours ago, and a quarter of the wheel was up, and they've put the rest of it up overnight for the rest of yesterday, overnight and today, and they've put all the carriages on. That is insane. It is, as I said, it's a horrible, horrible day. It's absolutely chucking it down. I didn't know if the weather would actually put a halt to the build. I'm not sure if it has or not. Looking at the progress of the big wheel, it doesn't look like it has. But you'll have to bear with me. There's a lot of rain, there's a lot of wind. I was in two minds whether I was going to come today, but as I did promise that I would be here every day, and I did want to see it, I guess coming when it's weather like this, it does add another layer of intrigue to the video, because I'm interested whether the weather actually does have an effect on the build of these things or not. And I think that's answering the question, because it looks like they must have done most of that today, surely, unless they've done it overnight. But that is a completed giant wheel pretty much. But yeah, I will, as I said, I promised that I was going to come, so I will be here every day through whatever weather. So here we are. We'll take a walk around and see what has arrived new from yesterday. There's things over there with lights on, look. So we'll have a nice walk round. I may, just for this occasion, I may skip the West Park wagons, living wagons or living trailers, as I now know they are called, thanks to some helpful viewers of yesterday's video. I didn't know what to call the living quarters that the showmen have on site at West Park, and I was told they refer to them as wagons or living trailers. So I may just skip that one today just because of the weather, and I just want to make it quick today, a little walk around this fair site, and then I will be back tomorrow for another one. A crash test started to arrive. She's like the Wild Mouse style ride. Take a little nosy at what they're doing on this giant wheel. It looks like they're sort of packing up and sort of putting finishing touches onto it. They're putting things away. But that is, I'm shocked at that. I'm shocked at just how quick that's gone up compared to previous years. I'm pretty certain there's no way, with 7 days to go until opening, other giant wheels on previous years have been as complete at this point in time with 7 days to go. I don't think so. Anyway, there's Crow's Energy Storm. I think that looks pretty much exactly how it was yesterday on yesterday's walk around. I can't stop looking at that and thinking, how the hell have they done that? How many people have worked on that? And they must have worked through the night, right? But yeah, if the audio quality is not quite as good, I mean, I've got the mic, I've got the wireless mic with the dead cat on, so it should muffle the wind, but I won't be able to tell until I get home and edit. So I'll apologise now if it's not the best quality, but it is really, really windy today. So there's a bit more crash test there as well. That's the payment booth, look. And then it looks like a little bit of the foundation on the truck there. I Oh, it's a glue. This weather is exactly what we talk about when we say Hull Fair weather. This is it. This is grey sky, blowing a gale, rain all day, but not particularly cold. I think it's still around 13, 14 degrees, so it's not a cold day. But as you can see, it looks like a lot more has started to arrive. Every day we come, we see a little less car park. There's a lot more wagons than there was yesterday. Really cool ones as well, look. Got the little rain covers on the juvenile rides. Good idea. The Super Bob has expanded now. It's come off the trailer, look, and it's starting to take shape. We'll take a closer look in a second. I'm going to put my hood up just because it is starting to rain quite heavily now. Here's the Superstar. We did do that. I think it was last year we did that. I think that is on last year's video, or one of last year's videos, the POV of that. Me and Maisie went on that one. It was really good. It was a good cycle on that as well. The busier it gets, you've just got to be a little bit more careful, because it gets, especially with this weather, and you've got your hood up and you can't hear, you've got to keep your wits about you, because there's a lot of trucks and cars and trailers being carried about everywhere. There's a tagger there, the first tagger there on site this year. You know what, I don't think I have ever done one of these. Maisie and Zach did one last year, and I think that was their first time. Oh, they did two actually last year. Trains going by. Yeah, Maisie and Zach both did they did two Tagadas last year, and they quite liked them. I think they said the second one they did was the better one, so they probably will pop on one this year, and I might even go on with them, with the GoPro, and record them, just because it looks a lot of fun. The top spin has made a return. I think, as far as I'm aware, that is the only type, the only one of its kind in the UK, this top spin. And I don't think it was last year. Was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before last. It arrived for the first time, or first time in a long, long time. We had a top spin, and it was working, and then it stopped working. Like literally, I think after the first opening night or something, I think it stopped. There was something wrong with it, and then the next couple of times we came, it wasn't on. And then last year, I don't think it was even here. So it's actually made a return, the top spin this year. Oh, and there's the Big Ben Tower from Skegness. It started to arrive, the Big Ben Tower. That is a huge star flyer. So another one of them. But yeah, that is the one that was located on Skegness seafront. Well, not on the seafront, but almost on the seafront, just behind Botton's Pleasure Beach amusement park. So that'll be interesting to see that. New arrival, first time ever at Hull Fair. That looks cool. It's exciting to come and see all these new arrivals. Very good. I think this was here yesterday when we came as well, wasn't it? This platform for the waltzers. So was that fun house over there. There's a sizzler being set up in this corner. And there's the carousel that's got all the lights on. Toxic is just there as well. We saw that yesterday, and there's another Helter Skelter being set up there as well. I think as we go further on each day, these vlogs are going to get slightly longer just because there's more to show you. We'll go down this way, see what's new in the middle, and then we'll head back out to the edge, go back past around the world over there, and see what's happening. Yeah, there's a food trailer being set up there. I think that might be one that opens early for the workers for their food. I'm sure I remember that one being open quite early last year. And then yeah, we've got half an Helter Skelter there. Starting to take shape. I think maybe the weather, other than the superhuman workers at the giant wheel, I think maybe the weather did put a little bit of a halt to proceedings today, just because I would have expected a few more things to have been started to be built. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think the progress from the day before yesterday to yesterday was a lot more, excluding the giant wheel of course, was a lot more than the progress of yesterday to today, just because ever since very early this morning it's just been chucking it down with rain and so windy, so it's probably not a great idea for them to have cranes out and be working at heights during this bit of a storm that we've got at the minute. So that maybe has slowed things down slightly, but it'll be interesting to see tomorrow to see whether they pick it up and pick the pace back up and pick the slack up, get back on track. That Helter Skelter down there is pretty much complete, look. We'll take a closer look in a second. There's not a lot else in the middle of the fair at the back here. There's a Helter Skelter, another Helter Skelter here. And then that's the Super Bob. We saw it on the truck yesterday. Oh no, that's the Super Bob there. So there's two. There's a Super Bob there and a Super Bob here. They can't be the same thing. This one's like almost set up, so. It's no good me really being quiet so you can hear the sounds today, because there's not a lot going on like work-wise. It has literally come to a halt by the looks of it. There's really not a lot of building going on. A few more things have arrived, but as far as building goes, there's not a lot. So there's no noises of building, there's no clinking, there's no shouting, there's no instructions being given to the colleagues. I think most of these guys will be just to the left down Walton Street there in their wagons. There's another carousel here as well. Charles Holden carousel. These are the toilets for Funfair. The ones at the back, the older looking ones at the back, are always here. They're set up there for the market, which is on this site every Wednesday and Sunday, usually 8 AM till 2 PM, excluding the time that Hull Fair's here. But these ones at the back, these are newer ones, and these ones are brought specifically for Hull Fair. So that's the Helter Skelter. Looking good. Albie did that last year. So we'll take a look down here and cover this this right hand side of the fair. And as I say, I'm not going to go and do the living arrangements, the wagons today at West Park, just because of the weather. I will skip it, but I will be there tomorrow to check to see what that looks like. But this is the main thing, look. Two iconic Hull Fair attractions, the Giant Wheel and the Helter Skelter, almost to completion. Around the world, look, the carriages, the little seats at the top are swinging about. That's a sign of the wind. there's the waltzers, another waltzers. I think I said this last year. I was quite surprised last year just how many waltzers there were. I think I counted 5 or 6 waltzers. And somebody did comment in the comments of a previous Hull Fair video that they think what I should do is try and do a waltzer challenge and see if I can do all the waltzers at Hull Fair in one night. And I said I don't think my stomach could handle that. I'd love to give it a try. We may do something like that. We may do like 1 or 2 challenge videos at Hull Fair. If you've got any suggestions other than that, I don't know if I can stomach the waltzers constantly 5 times, but I might give it a go. We'll see. But any other suggestions, let me know. That's around the world, look. We've done a lot to that as well. These guys who build these, they must be the most efficient, hard-working people in the country. If these people were in government, this country would probably be a better place. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the work ethic and the determination on these guys and just the way they get on with it regardless is just, and how the results they actually get, crazy. So what is this? I'm not 100% sure what this one is. There's the dodgems being set up, look, it looks like it's almost done. The dodgems are all in place in the middle. There's huge puddles everywhere. I've got to watch where I'm walking because I ain't got the best shoes on. I will be going home with wet feet. It's just nice to see. Despite the weather, like I said, it's not cold, it's not particularly cold. The wind isn't even cold, it's quite a mild wind, but it's just quite strong. That's crows. I don't know what the ride is, but I'm sure we'll find out tomorrow because it will probably be mostly built up. So I think that might be it. We can take a little look down there because I think we did miss a couple of bits, but I don't think there's anything significant down there. Antarctica, the trailer for Antarctica. There's another living wagon there. Looks like these have just pulled in as well. 2 from Taylor's Funfairs there. And it looks, I think they have literally just pulled in literally a few minutes ago. We might have seen them on video, but I didn't really notice, but I don't think they was there when I arrived. And yeah, Kentucky Derby over there. Oh, it's nice. It's just, I think it is quite nice to come when it's starting to get dark. You know, for one of the days next week, I know I will do a update. I'll do an update every single day up until opening night on Friday. But I think for at least one of the days, I will wait until it's dark to come and have a walk around when it's dark and just see if it's different and see if they do work in the dark and see if they've got the floodlights on, or just to see the whole process of it on an evening. I don't know if it'll be an additional video as opposed to the replacement video for that day. I might not come in the daytime one of the days, I might just come on at night, but I'll still check out all the progress and see what's been done in the past 24 hours since the last video. But it might just be a little bit later on in the day because this is tea time now. I've waited a little bit later just because I wanted the rain to hold off a little bit. And as I say, it's been chucking it down all day. So I did sort of check the forecast and it said that from 6 till 9 there is a little bit of a break in the rain. So I've held off and it is about 5:45 now. So it's slightly over 24 hours since I was last here. It's about 27 hours, 28 hours, but it's quite nice to see in this light, in this sort of dusk light. I know it's partly because of the clouds, but it'd be nice to see it when they are testing all the bulbs and everything and all the lights. So maybe Wednesday or Thursday night, I may come when it's dark and have a walk around and do the build update for that day on an evening. Let me know if that's something that would interest you, or would you rather me just come in the daytime? I know in the daytime you get to see a lot more, but bear in mind there will be every other day's vlog. Oh, something's just pulling on site now. Let's see what that is, if we can tell. I might take a little walk to Walton Street and just see if we can see anything else pulling on. Might be a big night overnight for things pulling on. But yeah, really good. And that's it. That is the shocker of the day, that giant wheel. I know I was shocked yesterday because they'd managed to get the frame up, the legs, the stabilising legs, and the quarter of the wheel. Come back today, a day after, and they've finished the wheel and put all the carriages on. I didn't expect the carriages to be put on until at least 3 or 4 days from now. Let's check out Walton Street. I'm not going to hang around for too long, but I think that's it then. So this is day 3, 3rd of October 2025, 7 days until Hull Fair 2025 opening night. So that's it. As you can see, I've got my hood up. Very inclement today, very inclement indeed. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do pop a like on it if you did. Comment down below with your thoughts and suggestions for upcoming videos, as I commented earlier. And do consider subscribing to the channel to follow along with us on the next 7 days of build and pull on updates here at Hull Fair site, and of course opening night on this time next Friday. This time next week we will be here for opening night of Hull Fair. How cool is that? So yeah, subscribe and come along with us, and thank you so much for joining me. So from Walton Street here at Hull Fair 2025 site, I will bid you farewell until tomorrow. So we'll come back tomorrow. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you then. See you later. Bye bye.